Today we are going to give a brief overview of Gestalt therapy, describe techniques, explain some applications by using media and a role-playing exercise, as well as looking at how it is being currently used in practice. So what does Gestalt mean exactly? Is it a person? Will the real Gestalt please stand up? No, Gestalt is not a real person, it's a concept. Gestalt literally means form or shape in German. Within the psychosocial framework, it is understood as an organized whole that is perceived as more than the sum of its parts. This means that when looking at a person, we view them holistically instead of compartmentally. Gestalt therapy was developed by Fritz and Laura Perls in the 1940s. It's a divergence from psychoanalytic therapy as it's rooted more in existential, present-focused, and person-centered theories.
Gestalt therapy is existential because it is grounded in the here and now, and primacy is given to the current internal dialogue. It is experiential in that it is used for members to come to terms with what and how they are thinking, feeling, and doing as they interact with others. Self-awareness is a main goal of Gestalt therapy. It requires self-knowledge, responsibility for choices, contact with the environment, immersion in current experience, self-acceptance, and ability to make contact. It is believed that without awareness, there are no tools for personal growth.
Unlike psychoanalytic theory, Gestalt therapy is focused on being present-centered. To live more fully in the present, clients need to identify and deal with anything from the past that interferes with current functioning. Edna would agree that there is value in creating a climate in which group members can come into contact with their changing awareness moment to moment.
Gestalt therapy has a very unique style. Some Gestalt techniques are confrontational and dramatic and employs skillful use of exaggerations. The paradoxical theory of change states that change tends to occur when we become aware of what we are as opposed to trying to become what we are not. What we currently are is the starting point to the path we might take. Let's discuss some techniques used within Gestalt therapy. We've already discussed and shown how confrontation is used, experiential methods for groups, rehearsal exercises, ways to make contact with the present, and exaggeration of movements and gestures. Empty chair draws either experiences, emotions, or other suppressed personal characteristics into a figurative empty chair so that you may confront them in the present. This allows for role-playing, rehearsal, fantasy scenarios, and resolving unfinished business. This technique makes it possible to release tension and energy blocks in a safe space that has no real-world consequences. Making the rounds involves group members going around to other group members and communicating things that they would not usually verbalize. Grounding in mindfulness centers the client in the here and now and encourages them to focus on their immediate experiences. Let's bring Gestalt theory to life. We will watch as cognitive behavioral and Gestalt theory are embodied and see a conversation play out with a client who has an eating disorder. A current application of Gestalt theory is the acceptance and commitment therapy model. It's used frequently with sex offenders in prison in order to facilitate treatment. It emphasizes acceptance and commitment to change. While this model offers acceptance, it does not condone the behavior, but rather focuses on the human participating in the behavior and acknowledges the feelings and thoughts that they have without judgment in order to create a starting point from which to change.